Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. You didn't stumble upon this moment by accident. Something deep within you brought you here. A soft whisper from your soul, calling you back to yourself. Maybe life has felt heavy lately. Maybe you've been trying to hold everything together while no one truly sees what you're carrying. Or perhaps there's a quiet ache inside you that longs to feel whole again. I want you to know this. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You are becoming. Right now, as you listen, you are already in the process of healing. Every breath you take is guiding you back to peace. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to have all the answers. The truth is, the power to heal has always been within you, not out there in the world, not in someone else's approval, not in a perfect plan or a future outcome, but right here, in your heart, in your breath, in this very moment. So often we've been taught to search for love, for peace, for healing outside of ourselves. But that only leaves us feeling more lost, more empty. True healing begins when we stop looking out there and begin turning inward, with gentleness, with compassion. You see, there is a wise, loving part of you that knows exactly what you need. That part of you has never been harmed by the world. It's untouched, pure, and powerful. And when you learn to connect with that inner part of yourself, you begin to remember who you really are. Not the version shaped by fear, not the one trying to be enough for others, but the real you, the one who is already enough, already worthy, already whole. It's okay if you've forgotten. We all do sometimes. We forget our worth. We forget our light. But today you're remembering. And it begins with the smallest choice: to listen, to breathe, to allow love in. Right now, I invite you to pause and take a slow, deep breath. Let it fill your body with calm. Let it remind you that you are safe. You are here. You are not alone. And you are not powerless. Say this with me gently. I am open to healing. I am willing to love myself. I am learning to trust the process of life. These words may feel unfamiliar at first, but speak them anyway. Let them enter your heart like sunlight through a window. The more you speak loving words to yourself, the more your life begins to shift. Because your body, your heart, your soul, they're always listening. And when they hear love, they begin to relax. They begin to open. They begin to heal. You don't have to rush. You don't have to be perfect. This is not a race. Healing is not about doing more, trying harder, or fixing yourself. It's about softening, about letting go, about coming back to the quiet place within you that has always been whole. And that's where we begin. Right here, right now. You are enough just as you are. And from this place of enoughness, the most beautiful healing begins to unfold. You don't need to do it all at once. Just one breath, one thought, one moment of self-kindness. That's all it takes to begin again. Your thoughts and your feelings are not separate from your body. They are part of it. Every emotion you've ever held, every belief you've repeated to yourself, leaves a mark. That's not something to fear. It's something to understand. Because when you understand this connection, you can begin to work with it. You begin to see that healing your thoughts also heals your body. That choosing peace in your mind brings peace to your heart. Many of us carry around silent stress and emotional pain without realizing it. We think we've moved on, but the body remembers. The tension in your shoulders, the tightness in your chest, the tiredness you can't explain. These are your body's quiet messages asking to be heard. And the most powerful way to listen is with love. When you feel worry or sadness or fear, try not to push it away. Instead, place a gentle hand over your heart and say, I hear you. I'm here for you. We're going to get through this together. You don't need to solve everything in that moment. You just need to show up with kindness. That's how the healing begins. Imagine your body as a garden. The thoughts you think are the seeds. What kind of seeds are you planting today? Are they thoughts of fear, guilt, or shame? Or are they thoughts of hope, love, and forgiveness? Every kind word you speak to yourself is a seed of healing. Every time you choose to believe in your own worth, you are watering that garden. And even if you don't see the flowers yet, trust that they are growing deep beneath the surface. The more you choose loving thoughts, the more your body responds. It softens. It opens. It begins to release old pain. This is the real mind-body connection. It's not complicated. It's gentle. It's something you can do right now, just by becoming aware, just by choosing again. When you notice a painful thought, you don't have to follow it. You can pause, breathe, and choose a new thought, one that brings peace. Try this. I am willing to believe that healing is possible for me. That one thought can shift your energy. And when you repeat it day by day, your body begins to trust you again. It begins to let go of the fear it's been holding. Healing doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's as quiet as choosing to breathe through the discomfort. It's saying to yourself, I am safe. I am loved. I am healing now. You don't have to wait until everything is perfect. Begin today. Begin now. With your thoughts, with your breath, with your willingness. Your body is always listening. And when it hears love, it begins to feel safe. It begins to rest. It begins to heal in ways you never imagined. There is a beautiful freedom that comes when you learn how to let go of the past. Many people carry the weight of old hurts for years without even realizing how heavy it has become. Pain from childhood, from relationships, from the times you were treated unfairly, it all sits inside until we decide to release it. Holding on to resentment or guilt is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to feel the pain. It only hurts you. But here's the truth. You don't have to carry it anymore. You don't have to protect yourself with the armor of past wounds. You have the power to put it down gently and lovingly. You don't need to relive it. You don't need to fight it. All you need is a willingness to say, I am ready to let this go. Forgiveness is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. It doesn't mean you agree with what happened. It doesn't mean you forget. It simply means you are no longer willing to let that pain control your present. When you forgive, you take your power back. You are no longer trapped in that old moment. You free yourself to live fully now. Sometimes, it's hardest to forgive yourself. We replay old choices and wish we had done things differently. But we were all doing the best we could with what we knew at the time. You were learning. You were surviving. And now, you are awakening. Place your hand over your heart and say, I forgive myself. I am willing to release the past. I am free to move forward in love. Let those words sink in. Say them often, especially when you feel stuck. Forgiveness doesn't always come instantly. It unfolds like petals of a flower. All it needs is your willingness. And each time you practice, you loosen the grip of the past a little more. You may want to take a few moments and write a letter to your past self, or to someone who hurt you. You don't have to send it. Just write. Let the words come out of your heart. Then say, I release this now. I no longer carry this pain. That's a powerful step toward healing. Forgiveness is a form of self-love. You are not doing it for others. You are doing it for your peace, your freedom, your future. When you clear out the old pain, you make space for joy. You make room for love. You open the door to your true self. Let yourself begin again. Not by pretending it never happened, but by allowing yourself to rise from it. You are stronger than your past. You are wiser because of what you've lived through, and you are allowed to feel light again. Say this softly to yourself. I am free from the chains of my past. I walk forward with peace in my heart. Even if you don't fully believe it yet, speak it. Speak it as a gift to your soul. Your heart is ready. Your spirit is willing. And the universe is already moving to support your healing. Let go, breathe, and step into your freedom. You have the ability to change your life by changing the way you speak to yourself. So many of us have grown up listening to voices of criticism, judgment, or fear, not just from others, but from within. We repeat the same harsh words to ourselves that we once heard from parents, teachers, or people who didn't know how to love us properly. Over time, those words become beliefs, and those beliefs become the lens through which we see ourselves. But here's something beautiful. You don't have to keep believing those old stories. You can choose a new way. You can speak to yourself with love, and your life will begin to respond. The voice inside your mind is powerful. It's the voice you hear the most. So let it be kind. Let it be soft. Let it be encouraging. When you wake up in the morning, before the world rushes in, take a moment and say to yourself, I love you. You are safe. You are doing the best you can, and that is enough. You might feel silly at first. You might feel resistance. But keep going. You are planting new seeds, and your heart will feel the difference over time. Every time you catch yourself thinking something unkind, pause. Don't judge yourself for it. Just gently replace it with a thought that uplifts you. If you think, I'm so stupid, change it to, I am learning and growing, and I am proud of myself. If you hear, nothing ever works out for me, respond with, everything is unfolding for my highest good. These shifts may seem small, but they create deep changes. They bring light where there was darkness. They bring peace where there was tension. You deserve to be your own friend, your own cheerleader, your own safe space. You've spent enough time being hard on yourself. Now it's time to be gentle. Your words can either build you up or tear you down. Choose the ones that build you up. Choose the ones that speak life into your soul. Say this with me. I speak to myself with kindness. I am on my own side. I am learning to love myself more every day. If you've never been spoken to kindly, it may take time for your mind to trust this new voice. Be patient. Let it take root slowly. Imagine every kind word like a soft blanket wrapping around the wounded parts of you. They may flinch at first, unsure of how to receive love, but with time, they begin to trust. They begin to heal. Your self-talk becomes a healing balm that soothes old scars. And you'll notice, as your inner world changes, your outer world begins to shift too. Kindness is not weakness. It is strength, and it starts within. The more love you give to yourself, the more love you have to give to the world. And that love starts now, with the words you choose, the thoughts you speak, and the beliefs you hold. Begin today. Speak gently. Speak lovingly. Speak like someone who truly matters, because you do. You matter more than you know. When was the last time you truly looked into your own eyes and said, "I love you"? For many people, this simple act feels impossible at first. But mirror work is one of the most powerful ways to shift your relationship with yourself. It may seem like just a small exercise, but it reaches deep into the heart. When you look into your own eyes with love and acceptance, something magical happens. You begin to return to yourself. You begin to soften. You begin to heal. You don't need a fancy mirror or a perfect setting. You just need a moment, a quiet space, and a willingness to be honest. Stand or sit in front of your mirror. Look into your own eyes. Breathe deeply. Notice what comes up. Do you feel resistance, sadness, discomfort? That's okay. That means you're doing it right. You are meeting the part of you that longs to be seen, the part of you that may have gone unnoticed for years. Speak softly. I see you. I am learning to love you. I am here for you now. It doesn't matter if your voice shakes. It doesn't matter if tears come. In fact, it's beautiful if they do. Your heart is opening. Your soul is recognizing its reflection. Keep going. Say it again. I love you. I really, really love you. Say it as many times as you need to. Repeat it until something within you shifts. It may be subtle, like a breath of fresh air or a weight gently lifting. And even if you don't feel it yet, trust that the words are reaching deep into places where love has been missing. So often we wait for others to give us the love we withhold from ourselves. But when you become the source of your own love, you set yourself free. You no longer depend on someone else to tell you that you matter. You know it because you feel it inside. Mirror work reminds you that you are not your flaws. You are not your past. You are not what others have said about you. You are love. You are light. You are worthy of your own affection. You may want to do this practice each morning or each night before bed, even just a minute or two. Each time you show up, you are rewriting the story. You are creating a new relationship with yourself, one rooted in honesty, acceptance, and care. If it feels hard, that's all right. It gets easier. Your reflection becomes a friend. Your eyes become a doorway to your soul. And every time you say, I love you, that soul begins to rise. Say this with me now, even if just in your mind. I am learning to love the person I see in the mirror. I am enough. I am worthy. I am safe in my own love. Let that truth soak into your heart. You don't have to wait until you're perfect. Love yourself now as you are, because the love you give to yourself will ripple outward and change everything. Inside every one of us lives a little child who longs to be loved, held, and accepted. This child remembers everything, every moment of joy and every moment of pain. And sometimes the pain from long ago still affects us today. The way we react, the way we think, the way we protect ourselves. Healing the inner child means turning toward that young part of you with love, not to change the past, but to bring comfort to the one who lived it. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself as a child. What do you see? How old are you? What were you feeling at that time in your life? Maybe there was confusion or loneliness. Maybe you needed someone to say, "You are safe, you are loved, you didn't do anything wrong." That someone can be you now. You have the power to give your inner child what they never received: a warm embrace, a kind word, a sense of safety. You can whisper gently, "I'm here now. I've got you. I will protect you." Your inner child may not trust you right away. That's okay. They've been waiting a long time. But each time you show up with patience and gentleness, that child begins to feel safe again. You may feel emotions rise, tears, anger, sadness. Let them come. Let them flow. These are the feelings that were never allowed to be expressed. Now, they're finally being heard. Talk to your inner child as you would speak to someone you love deeply. Tell them, "You are precious. You didn't deserve the pain you went through, but you survived. And now I am here to love you through the healing." You might want to write a letter to that younger version of yourself, or place your hand over your heart and just breathe with them. Feel the connection. Let it grow. Healing your inner child is not about blaming anyone. It's about setting yourself free. Free from old patterns that no longer serve you. Free from self-doubt that was planted in your mind when you were too young to understand. You have grown. You have learned. And now you can choose a new way. A way of love. A way of compassion. A way of deep, lasting healing. Say this with me. I comfort my inner child with love and understanding. I am safe now. I am allowed to feel peace. Let those words hold you. Let them bring warmth to the places that once felt cold. Your inner child is a part of you, not something to fix, but someone to embrace. And every time you do, you reclaim a piece of your power. You become whole again, and you remember the love that was always yours. There is a calm, safe place within you that no one can take away. No matter what is going on in the world around you, no matter how loud the outside noise may be, this place always exists. It is yours. It is steady. It is sacred. And you can return to it whenever you need to. This safe space is your inner sanctuary. It lives within your heart, beneath the surface of your thoughts, beneath the waves of your emotions. All it takes to find it is a moment of stillness, a moment of breath, a moment of presence. Sometimes life feels overwhelming. The demands of others, the pressures we put on ourselves, the weight of the past, it all builds up. But you don't have to carry it forever. You can lay it down for a moment and go within. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Allow the outside world to fall away. Let your shoulders relax. Let your jaw soften. Let your heart open just a little. In this stillness, you return to yourself. In this quiet, you hear the gentle whisper of peace. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to feel safe. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to fix everything. Right now, you are enough. In your breath, in your presence, in your being. Remind yourself, I am safe, I am loved, I am held by the universe. These words are not just affirmations, they are invitations. They invite your nervous system to calm. They invite your mind to trust. They invite your soul to remember its true nature. Every time you come back to this quiet place inside, you teach your body that it is okay to relax. You show your heart that it no longer needs to guard itself so tightly. You remind yourself that the world may feel uncertain, but you can create certainty within. Your inner sanctuary becomes your anchor, a soft, warm place you can always return to, again and again. Build a relationship with this space, Visit it in the mornings before the day begins. Return to it at night before sleep. Let it grow stronger with each visit. Over time, it becomes easier to find. And even when life gets messy, you'll know how to return. You'll know how to breathe, how to rest, how to listen. Say this with me: I carry peace within me. I create safety within my soul. I trust this space inside me. Let these words wrap around you like a blanket. Let them soothe your mind. You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to be on edge. Come home to yourself. Here, in this safe space, everything begins to heal. Your thoughts are the starting point for everything you experience in life. Every belief, every action, every feeling begins with a thought. This is why affirmations are so powerful. They are not just pretty words. They are tools. They are seeds. They shape the way you think, and the way you think shapes the world you live in. When you begin to use affirmations daily, you begin to reprogram your mind to expect good things, to welcome healing, to trust in life again. You don't need to believe every affirmation completely right away. You only need to be willing to speak to yourself in a new way, willing to give your heart something better to hold on to. Begin with simple words. I am enough. I am loved. I trust the process of life. These words create new patterns in the mind, and with repetition, they become your truth. Try saying your affirmations first thing in the morning, before the day begins, before the noise of the world enters. Say them out loud or whisper them gently. Let them sink into your mind like a soft rain nourishing the earth. You can also write them down. Place them where you'll see them, on your mirror, your wall, your journal. Every time you repeat them, you are choosing a new path. The mind is like a garden. What you plant is what will grow. If you plant thoughts of fear, self-doubt, or anger, you will feel those emotions grow within you. But if you plant thoughts of peace, love, and healing, those are the feelings that will bloom. You always have the power to choose. You are never stuck. Affirmations are especially powerful when spoken during moments of silence or right before sleep. The subconscious mind is most open in those times. So speak gently to yourself. Say things like, I am healing while I sleep. I welcome love into my life. Every day, I am becoming more whole. Let your subconscious absorb these truths and begin creating your reality from them. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. There is no perfect way. There is only the willingness to try and the love behind the words. That love is enough. You are training your mind to be a friend, not a critic. You are choosing love over fear. You are stepping into a new version of yourself. Repeat with me. I am worthy of love and joy. I am growing, I am healing, and I am at peace. These are not just words, they are doorways. Step through them and discover the beautiful life waiting on the other side. A gentle life begins with gentle habits. You don't need to do big, complicated things to change your life. Sometimes the most powerful transformation comes from the simplest daily rituals. A few moments in the morning, a pause in the afternoon, a quiet breath at night. These small acts add up. They become your healing path. Start your mornings with intention. Before checking your phone, before thinking of all the things you have to do, take a moment to connect. Place your hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Say to yourself, "This is a new day. I am grateful to be alive. I welcome peace today." This sets the tone. It tells your body and mind, we are safe, we are grounded, we are loved. You can also begin a gratitude practice. Each day, write down 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big. The sunlight, a kind word, a warm meal. Gratitude softens the heart and opens the door to more blessings. It reminds your mind to focus on what's working instead of what's missing, and what you focus on grows. Another beautiful practice is journaling. Let your thoughts flow without judgment. Let your feelings have a place to land. Sometimes just writing things out brings clarity and calm. You may begin to notice patterns or discover hidden wisdom within yourself. Your journal becomes your mirror, your safe space, your quiet companion. Mirror work can also be part of your daily routine. Just 1 minute of looking into your eyes and saying, "I love you, I accept you, I trust you." It may feel hard some days, but the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. You begin to believe the words. You begin to feel the love. And that love stays with you throughout the day. End your evenings with kindness. Before sleep, take a few deep breaths. Let go of the day. Say, "I did my best. I am proud of myself. Tomorrow is a new beginning." Let your body relax. Let your mind settle. Let yourself be held in the comfort of rest. Healing is not a one-time event. It's a way of being, a way of choosing love again and again. Your daily rituals are like stepping stones, guiding you gently toward wholeness. You don't have to do them all at once. Just begin with one. And let that one loving act become your anchor. Say this softly now. Every day, I take one loving step toward healing. I am creating a life filled with peace and love. And that truly is more than enough. You are not broken. You never were. Beneath all the layers of fear, self-doubt, and pain, you have always been whole. Life may have tried to convince you otherwise. Experiences may have shaped your beliefs. But the truth of who you are cannot be erased. You are light. You are love. You are worthy just as you are. Healing does not mean you will never feel pain again. It means you will no longer be ruled by it. It means you will learn to hold your own hand, to comfort yourself in the dark, and to rise again with gentleness. You have walked through so much, and yet you are still here, still open, still willing. That is strength. That is courage. That is grace. As you continue forward, remember that the journey of healing is not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been. The power was never outside of you. It was always within. And now you are learning to trust it, to live from it, to love from it. Repeat these words with me one last time, and let them wrap around your soul. I trust the process of life. I am healing more every day. I love myself exactly as I am. Carry this truth with you. Let it guide your thoughts. Let it soften your heart. Let it lift your spirit. The path ahead is not perfect, but it is yours. And with every loving step, you are creating a life that reflects the beauty inside of you. You are safe. You are seen. You are deeply, unconditionally loved. And you always have been.